Please stand for the Doctor of Pharmacy, Doctor of Philosophy, and Master of Science class of 2025. Good afternoon and welcome to the College of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences graduate ceremony for the graduating PharmD, PhD, and Master of Science classes of 2025. I am Dr. Megan Wilson, Associate Dean for Professional Education and Professor, and it's so great to be here this afternoon. This day, as many of you have been waiting for, and out of respect for this important occasion, I have a couple of reminders. If you could, please remain at your seats and during the academic procession, as well as silence your cell phones. We will have professional photographers taking pictures of each candidate, and we'll also have a video recording of this event posted to YouTube tomorrow. We are grateful today to the many people that have made this event happen, including our faculty, our staff, and our community of partners who are here to celebrate with us. Thank you. Graduates, today we celebrate your arrival at the end of one journey and the thrilling start to another. You entered this program as the world was cautiously reopening after a global pandemic. Many of you stood in this very auditorium during your white coat ceremony, all of us masked and spaced 1 seat apart, not being able to see the faces of your fellow classmates And faculty and administrators. Many of you recited the Pledge of Professionalism with only select family and friends to witness in the audience. Look at where you are now and how far you have come. Congratulations. You have studied, researched, and grew during a time when pharmacy stood at the center of global health. And now you're walking into a profession on the cusp of incredible transformations. Artificial intelligence is reshaping how we discover drugs, personalize treatment, and even predict disease. Pharmacy practice is expanding beyond dispensing to guide entire teams, manage complex therapies, and solving real-world problems with compassion and precision. The science behind our work and your work is moving faster than ever, and you're ready. Whether you're stepping into clinics, research labs, or policy rooms, remember this: you have the power to reimagine healthcare. You are the generation that will close the gap between discovery and access. The generation that will see patients not just as cases to manage, but as partners to be empowered. Be bold. Ask the question that no one's asking. Take the risk that no one else is willing to take, and stand up for those communities no one is watching. Because the world doesn't just need more pharmacists and scientists, it needs innovators. And today, we send off a class of exactly that. Congratulations, doctors and masters. Go do something extraordinary. It is now my pleasure to introduce a very accomplished professor and scientist, WSU College of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences Dean, Dr. Mark Lead.
Thank you, Megan. Thank you, students, friends, family, small animal pets, esteemed faculty, staff, university administrators. In particular, I extend my gratitude to our representatives from Albertsons companies who seated over here. I think I can see them in order are Ashley Carasola, Kayla Passmore, and Matt Jenin. Thank you very much. These folks support all of the graduation activities our graduates have participated in this week, and it'd be very difficult to do this without our partnership with Albertsons, so thank you so much. Also, I want to introduce the Chancellor of the WSU Spokane campus and Executive Vice President for Health Sciences, and my boss, Dr. Daryl DeWald. Incidentally, Daryl's also a faculty in the College of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. I thought that was kind of strategic a few years ago, and it's helped. I also want to welcome WSP, Washington State Pharmacy Association President and 2006 alumna, Dr. Lisa Nelson. Lisa's going to welcome you into the profession and lead you through the oath of a pharmacist at the end of this thing. Also, we have on the stage PNW Interim President Dr. Robin Wacker. That way. And PNWU Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost Dr. Wayne Miller. As you know, PNWU is where our PharmD facilities are in Yakima, and they have been a superb partner to us over the years and continue in that same vein. And finally, I'd like to introduce Dr. Micah Coast, who's here. Micah is the CEO of Pharmacy Quality Alliance, a national organization that is dedicated to improving medication safety, adherence, and appropriate use. He flew on a very early flight yesterday from DC to Spokane, and he didn't complain about it once. He had one request. He wanted to see this garbage-eating goat Riverfront Park. Fantastic. I have not seen the goat yet in 5 years, so I'm going to see it now too. Okay, so graduates, I want to share some statistics with you about your class, and it has nothing to do with grades. There are 82 students across both campuses. For our PhD and Masters of Science students, you are a small but mighty group of 4. About 35% of the PharmD graduates are male and 65% are female. And I have to say, this has been the case in the pharmacy, academic pharmacy, for at least 30 years. But when I was a student and graduated from WSU in 1983, it was exactly flipped. 2/3 male, 1/3 female. So I think we've made some improvements there. Your age range for our PharmD students is 23 to 43. Not as old as last year. We had a 63, and she told me it was okay to say this, a 63-year-old graduate, and that was quite impressive. But this year it's 43 is our max, and I'm not going to reveal the name. 1/3 of you are multilingual. Roughly 1/3 of you are first generation in your families to attend college. Almost half of you come from a town with a population of 50,000 or less. I come from a town with a population of 1,000 or less. So you're on good ground there, I think. 72% of the PharmD graduates are Washingtonians. Those of you who are not Washingtonians come from a variety of states across the country, including Alaska, California, Hawaii, Michigan, Oregon, Idaho, Minnesota, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Wisconsin. Most of our PhD and Master of Science students are slated to work in academia as a postdoc or go on to positions in industry. The average age of our PhD students, graduates, is 31. Along with the US, you come from India and Jordan. The College of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences is extremely proud of the achievements of all graduates. Your hard work and commitment to patient care and research has prepared you to advance the profession of pharmacy and pharmaceutical sciences to become creative leaders. Whether you choose to practice in community or non-traditional settings, or pursue postdocs or research at a pharmaceutical company, you have acquired the professional skills and training and relationships you need to make significant contributions to improving health and wellness in the populations you serve here in Washington and around the world. The faculty and I are honored to have helped prepare you for the next stage of your career, and we offer our heartiest congratulations and very best wishes for your future. I would now like to recognize the faculty of the college who are in attendance. And it's most often said, and it's true, that the most important product of a university is its graduates. I totally believe that. But the quality of the faculty determine the stature and reputation of the university. A university is its faculty. It's not this beautiful building that we work in on the health science campus or on the PNWU campus. Those are the shells of the college. The faculty are the folks who are the college, and they remind me of that constantly. I'm very privileged to work with a remarkable group of scholars who comprise the College of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences faculty. This distinguished group seated behind me receive roughly $10 million per year in external research funding, which is a remarkable number for a fairly small faculty. This funding allows them to conduct cutting-edge research at WSU and with collaborators all over the globe. These are the same faculty who have provided a deep foundational science knowledge and broad clinical training that has prepared the class of 2025 to be leaders and to thrive in a rapidly changing healthcare landscape. Will the members of the faculty please stand and be recognized? All right, graduates, as you know by now, worst kept secret ever. This is my last year as your dean. And I'm going to step down on the 30th of June, and Julie Akers is going to take over as interim dean. And I think you're in really, well, not you, the future students will be in really good hands with Julie. But I got to thinking about when you came into the pharmacy school. It was the first year back. So I came here in the middle of the pandemic, and July of 2020, and I didn't see a single student alive for a year. I saw you on Zoom. I saw students on Zoom. I didn't see anybody in person. And I mean, I came to work because my work setup's a lot better than my home setup, but nobody came to see me, and that was because the building was locked. And you came in the fall of 21, and that was the first in-person class we had after the pandemic. And we still were kind of feeling our way through that. You wore a mask, I wore a mask. We tried to sit 6 feet apart. Whole thing was kind of crazy, but we weathered many firsts together in the post-pandemic period. And I'm so extremely proud of who you've become and the students you are and the pharmacists you will be. So congratulations. You pursued your studies with great uncertainty. We were kind of doing a mixture of in-person and Zoom. And you are now graduating at a time when the state of Washington, and in fact the country, so desperately needs qualified pharmacists and healthcare providers. Your leap of faith into this profession will pay off. And I believe that your timing is impeccable. You couldn't have hit it any better. So good for that. I'm sure you didn't realize that when you signed up in the fall of 2021. To the PhD and master's candidates, being a scientist can be a long and lonely road. I remember realizing about 2:30 in the morning that I had a fatal flaw in my experimental design, and I had to start the experiment over again because my advisor wanted the results at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I thought, well, this is going to be a long night. And but I'm sure you had similar experiences, and you made it through, and you prevailed, making breakthroughs in research and forging ahead to better the human condition. Thank you for that. You've all experienced uncertainty, isolation, and countless headwinds. The last few years have truly tested your resolve, and I commend you for not just surviving, but for shining. Congratulations on this momentous occasion. Now, those are the end of the pre-printed words that I'm supposed to read, but I feel like Connie Young would be terribly disappointed if I didn't go off script. So I want to go off script just briefly, because we have some really great speakers you're going to hear from. But this weekend, I was going through, Instagram. I guess it was Instagram. And I came across a video by Marshall Falk. And I guess probably many of you don't know who the heck Marshall Falk is, because you're too young. Except for the 43-year-old, you might know that. Marshall Falk was a running back for the Colts and then got traded to the Rams when they were in St. Louis. He did his college work at San Diego State and ran for about a gazillion yards. He's a Hall of Famer. Anyway, he's on a YouTube video on Instagram, and he made a comment to say, basically said, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. And I thought about that, and it reminded me of a quote by Michael Jackson. Not that Michael Jackson. I'm talking about Michael Jackson, who's a bartender in Corvallis, Oregon. But that's not how I know him either. I know him because we coached Little League Baseball together. And Mike Jackson used to say to these little kids, I drafted his son, Nolan, named after Nolan Ryan, of course. Because Nolan later on ended up throwing about a 95-mile-an-hour fastball in high school, left-handed. So that's why I drafted him. But I got to know Mike Jackson, his dad, and his dad used to say, hustle takes no talent. So going back to what Marshall Falk said, you just showing up and being present, you're like 85% of the way done with whatever you're going to do. All you have to do is show up, be on time, dress properly, shower occasionally, tuck in your shirt. This is a hard one, right? Because I have kids, and they tell me, why do you tuck in your shirt? You look like a dork. I said, this is the way the business world operates. I feel naked if I have my shirt untucked, right? But and now he's a pharmacist now also, the one who said that, and he's tucking in his shirts. I remind him of this occasionally. But the point is, just show up and be present, and you're 85% better than the rest of the population. Then, if you actually do things before you're asked to do things, don't be a slacker. Nobody wants to work with a slacker. Be the pharmacist with whom you want to work. Okay? Simple, and you'll go far, and you'll make us proud. Go Cougs.
Thank you, Dean Lead. Our first speaker today is 2025 graduating PhD candidate Anud Alabuni.
So, good afternoon, everyone, esteemed faculty, families, friends, and distinguished guests. PhD graduates, class of 2025, congratulations. What an excited day. Standing here, looking at all of you, I'm overwhelmed with gratitude. We made it. Before I begin, I want to pause and soak in the weight of this moment. Take a second and think back to where your journey began. That initial spark that triggered your passion, and that defining moment when you decided, I want to do this, and all the challenges you have faced along the way. Now look at where you are today. As you stand here, I hope you feel a deep sense of pride that every late night, every challenge, and every sacrifice was worth to arrive to this celebration. To be honest, I don't like to talk about myself, but I thought it's good to share some lessons I have learned from my own story. History reveals that compass was invented before precise timekeeping techniques. This communicates that finding our directions matters far more than timing. I came from Jordan, a beautiful country in the heart of the Middle East. From my very first year of undergraduate study in the College of Pharmacy, I carried a dream in my heart to do PhD. I aspired to pursue it in US, a country known for its diversity and academic excellence. I knew it wouldn't be easy, but I was determined. After earning my bachelor degree in pharmacy, I earned master's degree in pharmaceutical technology and started preparing for the next step, the PhD journey. Then pieces began aligning perfectly. I received acceptance letter from Washington State University for admission in PhD program in pharmaceutical sciences and molecular medicine. I also secured a scholarship from Jordan University of Science and Technology, an esteemed university in the Middle East. And my dream felt within reach. It seemed like a perfect moment, but life had its own plans. Just as I was ready to step into this journey, the world paused, and COVID swept across the globe. And Jordan, like many other countries, went into complete lockdown. At this moment, everything I had worked towards seemed uncertain, and my plans were put into hold until further notice. Even in these moments of doubt, I always chose to stay true to the directions of my dreams. I wasn't able to start PhD journey until 2 years later. This time, life had another precious chapter. I was a new mom for a beautiful 6-month-old baby. Balancing PhD work while raising a little one and taking care of your family was exhausting. There have been moments when I thought how this is even possible. But now, standing proudly at the finish line, I see that every challenge, every delay, and even every doubt made this achievement even more meaningful. While this is my story, I know that each one of you has a unique success story. We all faced difficult chapters, harsh seasons, and moments that test us in a way we never anticipated. What truly matters is how we let these moments define us. It's not about timing, how fast we start or how fast we get here. It's about how tightly we hold our inner compass to stay in the right direction towards our dream, that we refuse to give up on our potentials, and that we believe in ourselves. Dear PhD graduates, I know you would agree with me. PhD journey has been anything but easy. We all carry the stories of sleepless night, failed experiment, dying cells, missed deadlines, and countless manuscript revisions. Along these challenges, we also have or carry the stories of victories, well-earned rewards, and unforgettable memories, and moments where everything just clicked in the right place. With that, I would like to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude to the faculty members who guided us through this journey. Your dedication to teaching, mentorship, and research has left a lasting impact in our growth as scientists, researchers, and professionals. You challenged us to think critically, encouraged us to push boundaries, and most importantly, you reminded us to never stop questioning. On the behalf of the graduating class, thanks for being an essential part for our academic and personal transformations. To our families and friends, you all are the main characters in our story. You truly are the foundation of this success. Your endless love, selfless sacrifice, and unwavering support lighten our load in the most challenging days. Whether it was a kind word, a warm hug, a phone call, or a simple message reminding us of our strength when we doubted ourselves. This degree may have our name on it, but it belongs to you as much as it does to us. Dear PhD graduates, today we are not just receiving a degree, but also stepping into the next chapter of our journey, equipped with knowledge, resilience, and determination to shape the future. Many of us may wonder, what's next? While this question is filled with both excitement and uncertainty, remember, we don't need to wait for the perfect moment. Too often, we hesitate waiting for the right moment, perfect opportunity, or ideal job offer. However, success belongs to those who are brave enough to step forward, who take risks, and who build their achievement behind every opportunity. I have no doubt in your success. This is just the beginning of a journey toward even greater achievements. With that, I would like to leave you with great words for the great man, Nelson Mandela, who once said, "It always seems impossible until it's done. What once felt like an overwhelming challenge, it's now a remarkable achievement, one that will stay with us for the lifetime." Congratulations, class of 2022.
Thank you, Anud. Our second speaker today is graduating Doctor of Pharmacy candidate from our Yakima class of 2025, Zachary Hill.
A little taller. Good afternoon, esteemed faculty, proud families, friends, and class of 2025. My fellow graduates and I have spent years learning to counsel patients, manage medications, and decode prescriptions that look like they were written in hieroglyphics. But if there's one thing pharmacy school did not prepare us for, public speaking. To be fair, I may have missed a communication lab to go golfing, so maybe this is karma, but my short game needed work. Today marks the culmination of years of hard work, caffeine-fueled late-night study sessions to pass block exams, clinical rotations where we mastered the art of nodding confidently and subtly scouring through our brains for the right answer, as well as mastering more medical abbreviations than there are drug-drug interactions in a geriatric patient's chart. But no matter how we got here, one thing is true for all of us: we didn't do it alone. To our friends, families, loved ones, thank you for your patience while we practice counseling points on you. Thank you for pretending to care about the difference between beta blockers and calcium channel blockers. And thank you for never once saying, "Are you sure you need another degree?" Let's not forget, life didn't pause because we were in pharmacy school. Some of us got married, welcomed babies, or new furry family members to the mix. To those who stood by us through juggling diaper changes or wedding planning with drug calculations, thank you for reminding us that life thrives on balance. To my fellow graduates, as we embark on this next chapter, whether that's retail, research, or residencies, let's never forget how far we've come. We've turned "I can't" into "I did." What's the mechanism of action into "let me explain," and impossible deadlines into stories we'll laugh about later. The road ahead will test us, but if there's one thing pharmacy school did prepare us for, it's that no challenge is too complex when we tackle it together. Like compounding medications, we're always better when we mix our strengths. Congratulations, class of 2025. The future of pharmacy is brighter because of each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Zachary. Our third speaker today is graduating Doctor of Pharmacy candidate from Spokane, class of 2025, Jenna Rock.
So pull it a little shorter for me. Well, hello, everyone. The day we've all been waiting for is finally here. We're graduating. Thank you to all of our friends and family who have made the trip to be with us during one of our greatest achievements to date. As Megan said, my name is Jenna, and I'm so unbelievably honored to be chosen as one of the student speakers for the graduating class of 2025. The journey to get to this point has felt so long, yet so short, it's hard to imagine that our time as students together is coming to an end. We started this journey on the tail end of COVID, as I'm sure you've heard from my other speakers, but we were half in person, half online. All of us were wearing masks, nervous for what was to come, but excited all at the same time. Slowly but surely, we got to know each other, share memes together, compete for who would be first place on Kahoot, and before we knew it, we integrated into the fast-paced pharmacy student life. And then the masking policy was removed, and we got to meet each other all over again. Even though we saw each other's white coat photos, that will stay with us forever. You never really know what someone looks like underneath that mask. Looking back at these last 4 years, I want to recognize that we were always in this together. Teaching and learning from each other during study groups, supporting each other and getting back up when we failed, laughing together, having mental breakdowns together, celebrating our wins, and joking that Yakima had the answer when no one in Spokane wanted to speak up because we didn't want to be wrong. Sorry, Yakima, we know it was only funny the first 3 times. But now that we're finally here, finally graduating, done with our coursework and rotations, let's remember that pharmacy is a small world. No one but us knows what it's like to be the graduating class of 2025 at WSU College of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. Be proud of what we've accomplished, and let's continue to rely on each other. especially since we still need to pass the NAPLEX. I am so grateful that I got to go through this journey with you all, and I'm so proud to call you my classmates. Thank you to our friends, family, and our faculty for believing in us. We can't wait for you to see what we'll accomplish and show you that pharmacists do way more than just count pills. Go Cougs!
Thank you, Jenna. We are honored to welcome a true leader in advancing quality and safety of medication use nationwide. As CEO of the Pharmacy Quality Alliance, Dr. Michael Koss brings a wealth of experience in driving national initiatives that improve patient outcomes and through research, education, and quality measures. Before stepping into his current role, he spent over a decade serving the pharmacy community in Tennessee, where he led advocacy and professional development efforts as the executive director of the Tennessee Pharmacists Association. Dr. Kost has also held leadership roles with several prominent pharmacy and healthcare organizations, including the American Pharmacists Association and the Alliance for Patient Medication Safety. With a PharmD from the University of Tennessee and a master's degree from the University of Florida, his credentials as a certified associate executive, he brings both expertise and passion to everything he does. Please join me in welcoming our keynote speaker, Dr. Micah Kost.
Good afternoon. Thank you to Dean Mark Lead, Chancellor Daryl DeWald, the faculty and staff, and everyone else here at the Washington State University College of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences who decided, yes, this guy should talk to hundreds of graduates. Bold choice, brave even. But here I am, dressed up fancy and acting like I totally belong. I'm truly honored. Slightly concerned that I may have been the only one who responded to the email. I want to extend special thanks to my dear Washington Pharmacy friends, Executive Associate Dean and future Interim Dean Julie Akers, former Interim Dean Linda Garrels-McLean, former WSPA CEO Jeff Rochon, and current WSPA CEO Jenny Arnold for their unwavering support, friendship, and mentorship throughout my career. Of all the experiences throughout my professional journey, this opportunity to address y'all today, as my newest peers and professional colleagues, is one of the most prestigious of all. You all should be incredibly proud of your accomplishments in the face of significant adversity and tough times throughout your tenure. The resilience, adaptability, and perseverance you've demonstrated in overcoming some significant challenges during your time will serve you well in the days ahead. We're here to celebrate your hard work and perseverance in reaching this milestone. But today is also about the people with you in this room who have walked this journey with you. It takes a lot of people working toward a shared goal to achieve success. And I want to thank every person in this room who's given your time and support to ensure the success of these graduates. At times, these folks walked alongside of you. Other times, they picked you up off the ground. And sometimes, they were squarely behind you, giving you the loving kick you needed to move forward. Now, in case you can't tell by my accent and obnoxious use of the word y'all, I'm from Tennessee. I grew up in a town so small, the GPS just gives up and says, "You're on your own, buddy." I'm a second-generation pharmacist, which means my inheritance is mostly expired Tylenol and used orange prescription vials. I'm the middle child of 3 homeschooled brothers, which means I've basically been in a group project that I didn't sign up for since birth. Being homeschooled taught me 2 things: how to finish algebra while feeding a baby pig, and how to be spectacularly awkward in public. Homeschooling prepared me for quarantine before it was cool. And yes, homeschooling was my quirky fun fact. until COVID made everyone homeschooled. Now my icebreaker fun fact about me is ruined. Thanks, pandemic. Reflecting on my own graduation day, I never imagined that I would lead one of the nation's premier healthcare quality organizations focused on optimizing health by advancing the quality of medication use. That's mostly because my main goal when I graduated was not to give someone the horse dose of ibuprofen. But here we are. As a mission-driven nonprofit organization, the work we do at the Pharmacy Quality Alliance positively impacts millions of Medicare beneficiaries and patients across the nation, and contributes to billions of dollars in healthcare's cost avoided through improved medication adherence, safety, appropriate use, and medication management. Ensuring that patients have access to essential medication therapies which improved their health and outcomes is incredibly rewarding. Equally important is the responsibility I have in leading my talented and dedicated team as we work together to achieve our mission. In my role, I spend most of my time focusing on setting strategic direction, supporting my team, deepening our culture, and serving others. Graduate school prepared me in lots of ways, but many of the skills I use today weren't taught in the classroom. I've learned some important lessons over the years, but perhaps the most important has been how impactful and rewarding it can be to challenge norms and push boundaries. If you take nothing else from me today, remember that only you can define what success looks like. You alone determine your future, and you have the ability to create the role you want, even if it doesn't exist today. My wish for each of you is that in 20 years, you'll look back on your professional journey and feel the same sense of gratitude, appreciation, and accomplishment that I do. Washington State University is a special place, both here in Spokane and in Yakima. This region is home to Bing Crosby, endless outdoor adventures like hiking the Bowling Pitcher or tubing down the Natchez River, and perhaps the only garbage goat in the world. Now, I have to say, we have lots of different goats where I grew up, but I've never in my life seen anything quite like a life-size medical goat that eats garbage. I mean, if that goat ever runs for office, it's got my vote. Finally, a politician who cleans up other people's mess. That's the only political joke today. Seriously though, this college embodies the uniqueness and diversity of the communities where you all were born and raised. And its culture is reflective of the life experiences and lessons that you have brought here and will carry with you every day. The investment and intentional focus by this college on supporting rural health, community-based care, and innovative research provided by highly trained pharmacists and pharmaceutical scientists is critically important to healthcare in the days ahead. Starting today, those same communities and the people who live there will look to you to provide them with the highest level of care, compassion, and service. You should consider that as a tremendous honor, as well as an important obligation. The world is rapidly changing around us, and things look drastically different than when I graduated. Long-held norms of clinical research, drug discovery, public health, and preventive care are being challenged. Artificial intelligence is revolutionizing the ways in which we learn and communicate in real time. From diagnostics to helping us cheat on wordly and crossword puzzles. If AI gets too smart, we might all end up with robots who can spell hydrochlorothiazide better than we can. Let's just hope the robots don't figure out how to do prior authorizations. Then again, maybe that wouldn't be such a bad thing. This new brave world is exciting, but it also introduces potential new forms of bias, insensitivity, and ethical and moral dilemmas. It's essential that you stand firm on your principles, rejecting bias and displaying compassion, and always landing on the side of fairness and justice in every situation you may face. Doing so will allow you to build and gain trust as professionals. Now, one of the well-known facts about pharmacists is that we only know how to count by 3s or 5s. I count by 3s, so playing into the stereotype, I want to share 3 principles that have consistently guided me in every aspect of my career, and those are the principles of relationship, character, and respect. First, relationships. Solid relationships foster trust and open the door for honest, clear, and empathetic communication. Building relationships with intention and purpose and with no implied return or guarantee is essential. Invest in others even when you stand to gain nothing. Never sacrifice relationships in pursuit of an outcome unless it's the last donut in the break room. Then all bets are off. You've heard the saying, it's not about what you know, but it's about who you know. Well, that's catchy. It really misses the mark. I would challenge that a more accurate statement is, it's about what you know and how well you know others. I didn't get to where I am on my own, and I'm very proud of that fact. There were many people who invested in me and showed me how to build lasting relationships, and every day I strive to pay that back. I've also heard it said that people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And I want to say that the people are in your room, in this room, in your graduating class, and the people that are here with you today, they're in your life for a lifetime. My goal is to always strive to be in others' lives for a lifetime, and I encourage you to do the same. Trust me, it's worth the additional effort. Second, character. Your name is everything, so protect it. What you say is important, but equally, if not more important, is your character and the reputation that you earn. Abraham Lincoln once said that character is like a tree and reputation is like a shadow. The shadow is what we think of it. The tree is the real thing. In other words, let your character lead, and your reputation will follow. Early in my career, I thought that reputation was what I said about myself, but I was missing the point. I learned that reputation is reflected in what others say about you when you're not in the room, and your character is what defines that reputation. One of the most transformative decisions that I made was to let go of my focus on reputation and devote my efforts to developing my character. This is especially challenging for new practitioners because you all have so much knowledge and passion for change, and you want a good reputation immediately. I encourage you to focus on your character first, and I assure you that your reputation will follow, just like a shadow follows a tree. Third, respect. As professionals, respect is essential but often misunderstood. It's not about authority or power, but more about mindset and approach. Respect is earned through consistency, values, and not rolling your eyes when Aunt Shirley sends you a blurry photo of her rash at 2 a.m. We all have an Aunt Shirley, and if you don't, you just might be Aunt Shirley. When you lead, do so with respect, because your actions will be observed and emulated by the people around you. Authenticity, vulnerability, purpose, and intentionality are all rare and desirable qualities in today's world. So stay true to who you are, even when the right thing is also the hardest thing. Y'all are joining a profession that has earned tremendous trust from patients and the public over hundreds of years. And you're the newest stewards of that trust. Empathy, decency, and dignity should all be the minimum expectations in healthcare and not the exceptions. I want to challenge each of you to always show respect for the people that come to you seeking help, including patients, caregivers, and fellow providers. While change is inevitable, there are still some constants. Every patient deserves access to the high-quality care and medications that you will provide. The world craves strong and principled leaders like you to guide them through even the most uncertain times. And each of you has a unique voice and a story worth sharing. Your perspectives, life experiences, and values weave a tapestry unlike any other, coming together in a masterpiece that is complex and beautiful. Today, you're adding the title of graduate to your masterpiece, and our world needs you now as much as ever. One other thing that I've learned is that having the gift of gab is both a blessing and a curse. I've been told I can stretch a 5-minute talk into a Netflix miniseries, so I'll wrap this up before your smartwatches start telling you to move. You made it, you're doctors and masters, but most importantly, you're ready to change lives, and I'm stoked to be on that journey with you. I have enormous faith in you, and I'm excited to see how you transform patient care, drug therapies, and healthcare in the years ahead. Congratulations, class of 25, Go Cougs.
Thank you so much for that thoughtful and inspiring message. Now, before we begin the hooding ceremony, I would like to thank Albertsons Companies again for sponsoring this ceremony. Graduates, Albertsons representatives will be handing you a small pin as you leave the stage. And now we are ready to begin hooding. Please welcome Interim Chair of the Pharmaceutical Sciences Department, Dr. Catherine Meyer, who will be presenting the 2025 candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy and the Master of Science degrees in Pharmaceutical Science and Molecular Medicine.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Dr. Wilson. Will the candidates for class of 2025 graduate degrees in pharmaceutical sciences and molecular medicine please stand? Dean Lead, I take pleasure in presenting the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy and Master of Science in pharmaceutical sciences and molecular medicine. Will the candidates please come forward? Anud Ilabuni. Anud's dissertation is titled Variability in Metformin Pharmacokinetics, Influence of Cimetidine Co-Administration, Genetic Polymorphisms, and Age. Namrata Bachev. Namrata's dissertation is titled Leveraging Drug Metabolism and Drug-Drug Interaction Mechanisms of 17-beta-hydroxysteroids for Drug Discovery and Precision Medicine. Namrata also received the WSU College of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences Graduate Student of the Year Award. Arzu Takur. Arzu's dissertation is titled Phenotypic Biomarkers for Assessing Inter-Individual Variability in Renal Drug Secretion by Organic Anion Transporters OAT1 and OAT3. Megan Goddard for the Master of Science in Pharmaceutical Sciences and Molecular Medicine. For the next portion of the ceremony, I invite Dr. John White, Chair of the Pharmacotherapy Department, to present the 2025 Doctor of Pharmacy candidates.
Good afternoon. Will the candidates from the Doctor of Pharmacy class of 2025 please stand? Dean Lead, I take great pleasure in presenting to you the candidates for the Doctor of Pharmacy degree from Washington State University.
The Spokane and Yakima students graduating today were gifted crimson and gray cords to wear during this ceremony. Our Spokane class can be distinguished with their crimson cord, and our Yakima class, a gray cord. We will start with our Yakima class first. Dr. Bradley Myron Brown, graduating with Rural Health Track Curriculum Distinction. Dr. Pascual Garcia Garcia. Dr. Zachary James Hill, graduating with the Merck Manual Award for Academic Excellence. Dr. Kayla Huber. Dr. Simran Josen. Dr. Lovepreet Kaur. Dr. Benjamin Lee, graduating with the WSU College of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences Faculty Award for Yakima. Dr. Channy Thorne. Dr. Inho Yo. Dr. Catalina Yepes, graduating with Rural Health Track Curriculum Distinction and the WSU College of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences Excellence in Public Health Pharmacy Award.
Dr. Morgan Alder. Dr. Jane Al-Hayek. Dr. Tessa Ballard. Dr. Anthony Bright. Graduating with the College of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences Faculty Award for Spokane. Dr. Mallory Carroll. Dr. K. May Chan. Dr. Amy Chang. Dr. Jonathan Chi. Dr. Jennifer Cho. Dr. Hannah Choi. Dr. Samantha Coughlin. Graduating with an APHA ASP Senior Recognition Award. Dr. Angie Dang. Dr. Zarina De La Cruz. Dr. Malik Donlich. Graduating with research honors. Dr. Tamar Doty. Dr. Andrew Angley. Dr. Sear Fulton. Dr. Shay Fowler. Now I'm gonna get all sniffly. I was supposed to do this. Dr. Caitlin Frazier. Dr. Anissa Guillermo. Dr. Hannah Han. Dr. Sydney Harrell. Dr. Sydney Hawes. Dr. Connor Hoffman. Dr. Ingrid Howard. Dr. Stephanie Wong. Graduating with the Merck Manual Award for Academic Excellence and the Kappa Psi Pharmaceutical Fraternity Henry J. Goikel Grand Council Scholarship Key Award. Dr. Jordan Humphrey. Dr. Savannah Ivanoff. Dr. Sean Jorgensen. Dr. Taylor Johnson. Dr. Chase King. Graduating with Rural Health Track Curriculum Distinction. Dr. Jin Lan Lu. Dr. Case Longtain. Dr. Kaylee McPhail. Dr. Alexis McPherson. Dr. Carol Medina. Dr. A.J. Miller. Dr. Alexis Miller. Dr. Tyler Moffitt. Dr. Talia Moore. Dr. Kathy Nguyen. Dr. Linda Obuji. Dr. Ji Yoon Park. Dr. Ashlyn Parsons. Dr. Aldrin Jade Pasqua. Dr. Hung Pham. Dr. Ninmi Fan. Dr. Belen Pineda. Dr. Ayanna Reed. Dr. Jenna Rock. Graduating with the WSU College of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences Award for Excellence in Clinical Communication. Dr. Grace Rogers. Dr. Michael Sauceda. Graduating with Rural Health Track Curriculum Distinction and the Larry G. Bettisworth Health Systems Pharmacy Student Award. Dr. Alina Schmock. Dr. Austin Short. Dr. Andrew Sim Huang. Dr. Thomas Trusky. Dr. Connor Turner. Dr. Annie Vong. Dr. Amanda Whitehead. Graduating with Rural Health Track Curriculum Distinction. Dr. Vanessa Wong. Dr. Skylar Zelenko.
Thank you, Dr. Underberg. Before we administer the oath of a pharmacist, I would like to take a couple moments to acknowledge several individuals. Will Ashlyn Parsons, Michael Cecita, and Thomas Trusky please stand? Every year, we recognize graduating students who have risked their lives to serve our country. This year, we have 3 extraordinary graduate veterans who have received a cord and a challenge coin to signify their service. The coin is a personal token symbolizing their devotion and allegiance to their unit and service to the public. On the behalf of the college, the university, and our community, I would like to thank you for your service. Thank you. Next, will Bradley Brown, Chase King, Michael Cecita, Amanda Whitehead, and Catalina Yepes please stand and be recognized. These 5 students are our inaugural cohort of the Rural Health Initiative, a bold idea envisioned by Dean Lead to make healthcare more accessible to rural and underserved communities. The plan was brought to life with an infusion by one generous donor and executed by tenacious faculty led by Dr. Julie Akers, Angie Stewart, and Megan Underberg. These students have promised to dedicate their careers and serve the rural and underserved areas. On behalf of the college, we thank you for blazing a trail for the future Rural Health Initiative students. Thank you. And now we have a special guest here to help administer the oath of a pharmacist to our Doctor of Pharmacy candidates. Washington State Pharmacy Association President and 2006 alumna, Lisa Nelson.
Will the WSU Doctor of Pharmacy class of 2025 please stand? Please see the oath of a pharmacist inside your certificate holders, which you just received, or find it on the last page of your program. It is a long-standing tradition that the oath of a pharmacist is administered at our ceremony to graduating Doctor of Pharmacy candidates. Doctor of Pharmacy candidates, please raise your right hand and read the oath out loud with me. Oath of a pharmacist. I promise to devote myself to a lifetime of service to others through the profession of pharmacy. In fulfilling this vow, I will consider the welfare of humanity and relief of suffering my primary concerns. I will apply my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability to assure optimal outcomes for all patients. I will respect and protect all personal and health information entrusted to me. I will accept the responsibility to improve my professional knowledge, expertise, and self-awareness. I will hold myself and my colleagues to the highest principles of our profession's moral, ethical, and legal conduct. I will embrace and advocate changes that improve patient care. I will utilize my knowledge, skills, experiences, and values to prepare the next generation of pharmacists. I take these vows voluntarily with the full realization of the responsibility with which I am entrusted by the public. Thank you and welcome to the profession. Go Cougs.
Stay standing. Don't sit down yet. I also want to, this isn't in the script either, but I also want to thank the RHI students, the rural health students. I told Amanda that you were kind of guinea pigs, but it worked. And it worked really, really well because of your willingness to throw in and help and the outstanding efforts of Julie Akers, Angie Stewart, and Megan Underberg. Couldn't have done it without them. Most importantly, as well, the anonymous donor who threw a few million our way that really helped seed this whole thing. So I want to acknowledge all of those folks. All right, these ceremonies would not be complete without paying tribute to those who have helped you make this day special and are here to witness your graduation. Therefore, will all of the parents, spouses, children, companions, supporting friends of the class of 2025 please stand so we can congratulate you. All right, you can sit down. Not quite done, almost done. Graduates, I sincerely hope the college will remain an important part of who you are, both professionally and personally. We hope to see you often at continuing education seminars, professional meetings, or at the college for an alumni event or homecoming. Please don't hesitate to contact me. Well, actually, it's not going to be me. You're going to contact Julie Akers directly, just to drop a line to tell us how you're doing. Some of the most interesting conversations I have are with alums who just kind of want to update me on what they've done, and I'm so proud of them. I encourage you to take every opportunity to share your accomplishments, big and small, with us. To conclude, I again extend my personal congratulations to all of you graduates. Your achievements have been outstanding, and you are to be commended. Thank you, and go Cougs.
Will the audience who are able please stand and remain standing at your seats until the new graduates and faculty have exited the auditorium. Thank you all for coming. Please join us back on this WSU Spokane campus immediately following the ceremony for refreshments and photo opportunities. Graduates, several of you have received awards and recognitions. You can pick those back up at the reception in the PBS lobby following the event. Congratulations, and go Cougs.